Hello everyone, Pally7 here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing as Sarah Kerrigan. In the alpha and in the beta, Sarah Kerrigan was one of the strongest melee assassins in the entire game. This is back when I played most of these 100 games on her. She was incredibly strong. And then, the meta kind of shifted away from stuns for a while. Then it came back to stuns, and for some reason, Sarah Kerrigan was not in this new meta at all. And a lot of reasons for this is she doesn't have any reliable escapes. She's very, very, very easy to focus down. So Blizzard went in and they redid a lot of her talents. They made her shields significantly stronger. They tried to make her beefier. They gave her a unique sprint that only she has to help her get away from these confrontations. But Sarah Kerrigan still has not come back into the swing of things. So I wanted to try to come up with a build today that maybe gives her a bit more sustain, maybe makes her a little bit more worth playing. Her success really does seem to depend on what you're going against, though. So if I miss a combo and someone just eats me alive, that's my fault for trying to go in. And you do really get punished for that quite a bit. So I'm going to have to dust off the rust. Please excuse me if I miss some combos and I don't quite do everything perfectly, but I do want to give this character a little bit of attention. I do want to try to make her a little bit more viable today because, Thrall's well and good, but Sarah Kerrigan was here long before him. It's really long. It's really long. Talk for a long time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Garden Tower map today. I like this map. I like this map a lot. At level 1, we are going to go for Ravage Heals Kerrigan. Ravage heals you for 10% of your maximum health if it hits an enemy. Now, any enemy will do. You don't have to hit an enemy hero. Just jump on something and you get 10% of your health back. So that's a good way to start with giving Kerrigan a little bit more sustain. It is worth mentioning that this is on an 8-second cooldown. So, be a little bit careful with it. But if you do kill an enemy, you are going to, any enemy, even a minion, you are going to reset the cooldown of this. And unlike Greymane's heroic ability, there is a little bit of leeway here. So you can actually jump and then auto attack, and it will still reset the cooldown, which is really, really nice. Your W ability is Impaling Blades. This is a skill shot stun that is, the size of this circle. And your E ability is Primal Grasp. And the idea is you put the W down, then you pull people into it, and hopefully secure a kill. That is the essence of the Kerrigan combo. You drop the stun, you pull them in, and hope they die. So let's just start poking. Let's go up and auto attack. We do have decent auto attack power. People seem to forget that a lot about Kerrigan. Our trait is called Assimilation Mastery. Oh no, just Assimilation, excuse me. And that is going to be giving us a pretty substantial shield that we can use to keep ourselves alive. Now, there are some really, really good talents for keeping this shield very strong. But we'll have to see what we can go. We have to see what we can go for. So yeah, I'm just going to clear the minion wave, and here you go. You can see that as I Q, we do use the cooldown, and then it is reset when the thing dies. So effectively, if we're missing 70% of our health, we can get that all back from a minion wave. What's up? Welcome to bot lane, Falstead. So yeah, we're just gonna try to play it safe. I think it's important to play it safe on Kerrigan early on. Zeratul for the enemy team potentially caught very far out of position, and we're going to take him down with Illidan's help. Let's be honest, Illidan did a lot of the work. I just kind of auto-attacked once. It is important to remember, Kerrigan actually does decent auto-attack damage. She's not doing Wind Fury damage like Thrall is, with his 3 auto-attacks, but, she hits pretty hard. She hits pretty hard. A prominent build used to be, at level 4, we are going to go for the mana return on our Q as well. So we're going to be able to use this basically to restore our health whenever we need it to. And it doesn't cost any mana for us to do so. It's nice and easy. Should be reliable health return. Here's a stun. It helped. It helped. It helped. Oh my god, I saved the day. Did you see? That is really the hardest part of playing Kerrigan. Landing your stun. Well, one of the hardest parts. She fucking dies all the time. But landing your stun when you're not doing the combo can be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Now, granted, the stun meta isn't as serious as it was before with the changes to cleanse. There are actually some decent ways to get around it now, but you know, I think Kerrigan can fit in pretty well. She isn't like the combo monster that she used to be. If you guys ever go back and watch some of the first episodes of Top 5 Plays that we did on the Squadron channel, you can see some fucking ridiculous, like, Nazebo Kerrigan combos where they would just Ravenous Spirit into a Kerrigan combo and kill 5 fucking people like it was nothing. It's definitely not like that anymore. It's definitely been scaled back from that. But I do think it still has its place, and I do think it could be really good. Looks like Sonya is going to be the one to jump in the plant. I'm just going to go ahead and top myself off on health here. And as you can see, it doesn't seem to matter when the thing dies. So let's go ahead and jump in on that. Let's wait like 3 seconds. Oh, okay. So what do we have, like a 3-second window for our Q to reset? If you go back and watch this video, if you just rewind like 20 seconds, you'll be able to see the Q resets on a very generous window from the moment I attack the thing to the moment it dies. I don't really know how it works. Let's just be honest about that. So here's the combo. We don't even need it. Look at that. So this level range, I do think battle momentum is okay. I don't think it's great. Battle momentum is definitely not as good as it used to be. If you want to jungle a little bit, you could go for fucking Impaling Swarm, but I don't think that's very good. So we are gonna go for more health and mana return when we have a shield up. And we should have a shield up for the majority of the game because we generate a shield whenever we just attack anything. So just by walking in here and hitting their Artanas just a little bit, can't believe that combo missed. Wow, I can't believe that combo missed. It looks like he's just gonna die though. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. We should be able to just have a shield all the time. Now, it may not be the biggest shield, but we're using it for the health and mana return, increasing our sustain, increasing our lane presence, and hopefully increasing the amount of work we can do in a game. Now, because Kerrigan is so fucking bursty, like, you're not meant to sit there and live through everything. You're meant to jump into a fight and just deal as much damage as humanly possible in a few moments. And because of that, you can put in some really just pitiful numbers on hero damage. Just pitiful. So it is going to take a very big adjustment in mentality if you're used to the old way of playing Kerrigan. If we do turn her into a brawler, it is going to take a big adjustment in mentality of just like always being in the fight, trying to stay alive, doing the most you can. We are going to go for Maelstrom at this level, just because I want to generate more shields for myself. We'll go ahead and pop that bad boy now. Come in and on these guys, hopefully land the combo on at least one of them. We do hit Artanis, and then we're going to jump in with our Q and try to finish him off. Looks like Lunara is going to be able to do that quite nicely. And then after this fight's over, what do? Well, we go get our health back with our Q. You starting to see it? You starting to see it? We don't ever really have to go back with this build. I'm not saying it's the best build in the world, but I think it's a start in an interesting direction. Boom, the combo lands, we get the kill. And then, well, I was going to say, and then what do? We get our health back, but I wasn't even missing any. I miss Kerrigan. I really miss Kerrigan being good. Now, granted, I always enjoyed the cleave style build on Kerrigan where you just walk in and auto attack everything and everything around you dies. That was always a lot of fun for me. Definitely the build I preferred, but I can make adjustments. It's been long enough. I can let it go. Let it go. Let's try to come in here and save them. Not like they need it. The jump is just going to seal the deal. Pretty good teamwork from the friendly team so far. Illidan's had pretty good presence all over the place, and Lunara has not been afraid of capitalizing on these combos that I am landing, which I'm glad I'm landing. I'm really glad I'm landing. At 13, this is when everyone goes for the shield duration. I don't think I can do that. I still think I need the sprint. I really do. Because it's so easy to find yourself in an area where there's no way out on Kerrigan. And the sprint historically was how I always survived those situations and how I lived to fight another day. Now, sprint in conjunction with, he's just, maybe? No. Sprint in conjunction with our ability to heal ourselves off minions whenever we want to could theoretically set us up for some pretty good plays. theoretically. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. That means in theory it might. So I'm not really afraid of anything that the Falstad's doing here because I'm sitting in a full minion wave. And I'm able to just... That was some pretty good timing there. Okay, I'm a little afraid of what Falstad's doing. Was able to wipe 2 of us out really easily. Will Sonya be able to take him down? She is showing no... My God. My God, Sonya's such a beast. I really need to learn how to play her at some point, too. Basically, in the old meta, Kerrigan was in place of Sonya. But Sonya got some changes. People realized, you know, people figured out how to play Sonya. People in the Pro Series started playing Sonya, which means people in, you know, just at home playing along, they're going to start playing Sonya too. And she has become a prominent staple in today's meta. But Kerrigan used to hold that spot, and I'm kind of sad Kerrigan doesn't have it anymore. One of the things I think could make this better is, like, an even, I don't know, an even lower cooldown on your Q would be fucked up. Maybe if you gave her a cleave on your attacks all the time, rather than just some of the time, that would be good. But I understand that could be fucking overpowered as hell. And I understand that that could be taken advantage of really easily. So I'm going to jump in here, combo everyone on top of me, and then we cast our sprint to just try to keep up with them, try to keep applying this damage. I'm going to jump to the minion wave, and I don't need the combo. We don't even need the combo. They're going to get her. I can't come in here and combo, though. Yes! Yes, we landed it! Beautiful. God, I miss Kerrigan. I miss Kerrigan. Now, I don't really... The problem with her builds now is they're all so laser focused. Like, I probably couldn't jungle with this. I don't have any lane clear with this. I don't have any... Well, I guess you do have pushing power if you're going in and just resetting your Q over and over again. The old Kerrigan could do just about everything. She could do sustained damage with the cleave. She could jungle with the cleave. She could sprint away from battle whenever she wanted to. Granted, she could still cleave quite well, and if you do go for the shield build, you have a ton of sustain, and you can jungle and you can push lanes no problem. But the problem is, you go into a team fight, you were all in that team fight, and there's no excuse. If you don't kill them, you are dead, and basically there's no way around that. With this, I'm hoping we get a little bit more versatility. We can kind of pick and choose when we go in, when we leave, and hopefully get away. That's the most important part. So, sprint, how it works with her, it's called Queen's Rush. Activate to increase your movement speed by 25% for 4 seconds. Queen's Rush is also applied for free on takedowns. So this is important. When we get a kill, we're going to sprint for no reason. You're not going to run? So, let's see. Did we? Did we get sprint for no reason? Yeah, we got sprint for no reason. Okay, I'm just going to be careful here. I am going to increase the amount of shields that I gain. I'm going to combo here. On Zeratul, hop in on Zeratul. And then I did use the sprint, but we were also hit with the shrink ray, so it didn't do me much good. Now I can go in with my Q again. Wow, they're just ignoring me too. That definitely helps me show this off. I can go in with my Q again, hop in, get health back, combo Lily down. God, Lily, just let me combo you. Just let me do it. I'm feeling pretty durable. I'm feeling pretty in control of what's going on. Looks like Illidan's getting it. I was going to get it. That's fine. We have good sustain because we have mana return all the time. Let's just fucking put a stun under him and see what he does. That's good poke damage. And then I could just head down to bottom lane. Make sure I keep this shield up. Now, the shield is a bit of a problem. With this build, it doesn't last forever. With the other build, you can have a shield up for like 20 seconds guaranteed. All right. All right, let's see how this goes. What are you trying to juke me? What is... I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. The minion wave did all of that. Just so we're all on the same page. Don't be like, man, Peloton, I played their Zeratul so bad. I didn't do shit. I stood there and I let the minion wave kill that guy. How are we doing on hero damage, though? This is what I was worried about. A lot of Kerrigans these days just don't put up numbers. They burst someone down, they come in and Basically, they steal kills, and there's nothing wrong with stealing kills because it secures XP for the whole team, but they're not doing the sustained damage that most teams need to win a fight. So my real goal here is that I could keep up with my team on damage, and it looks like we're doing okay. It's not doing great. We are fucking steamrolling these guys. But, you know, we're doing okay. So I'm going to go in here. I'm not afraid of this at all, actually. We do have my shield up. I'm going to go ahead and try to combo everyone here. We go in with the Ravage. We just stun right under this hammer. Let's try to pull Falstad into us. And all of a sudden, you know what? It doesn't look like this is quite going our way. So, well, actually it is. But when things aren't going our way, all of a sudden we do have the option of sprinting out and just completely disengaging, which is something the shield build for Kerrigan doesn't have to offer. I think this is pretty well-rounded. I don't hate it. I think it's pretty well-rounded. I do miss the cleave a lot. I miss being able to pulse AoE damage. Okay, let's go ahead and sprint here. He didn't even try to chase me. All right, let's get some health back with our Q. Generate that shield so we get even more health and mana back. Falstad should respond to this fairly quickly. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. I did land the stun, but I got hit by the hammer. Yeah, so we weren't able to get out of there. That was a pretty ballsy play in general. We knew the enemy team was up, and we had mercenary camps back here that we easily could have taken. So, pretty ballsy play in general, but, you know, that's okay. So we're 4-16-2. We have almost 100%. We have almost 100% kill participation. We're 4 off. That's not bad. Team fight is going down in the middle lane here, but, I mean, even when they're outnumbered, we're just ripping right through these guys. The Terror Polymorphs are definitely helping out a lot, but our 2-level advantage is helping out too. Artana's out of position, getting severely punished by this Lunara. Look at her go. Sergeant Hammer is sieging up, but is forced out immediately by that Polymorph. This is good. Oh my god, this Lunara damage is disgusting. No one's even focusing her. She's just having her way on the back line. My goodness. And I believe I saw the blood for Illidan being used there. So we're in a very, very dominant position. Now, things to worry about when you're playing Kerrigan. Again, I don't know if this build is really that reliable. We're probably just having a really good game here. Things to worry about. If you don't have a warrior, it can become incredibly hard to engage on an enemy team. Incredibly hard. So let's see what our wave clear's like. Oh, right now we can just hop around. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, I see it. I didn't quite kill everybody. We are going to go for Bolt of the Storm. I feel like it's a necessity on Kerrigan for the same reason we picked up Sprint. It's to keep us from going all in all the time. You know, we want to deal damage, we want to hop in, we want to sustain, but we also don't want to die for no reason. We're applying pressure in the middle lane right now for really no reason. There's nothing to get in middle, so that's why I'm up here pushing top. Just trying to make this count. I'm not too worried about the enemy team engaging on me here. With all the tools in our tool belt, our Batman tool belt, we can get away from just about anything right now. Whoa, boom! What you think about that, Lily? Oh, what you think about that stun? You know, I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna see what they do. Let's see what they do. If they come down to poke at our team, I'm going to come in behind them. I would imagine that's what they would do. Yeah. So Artanis is moving in. We're just going to go in with our ultimate here. No, we're not, actually. Let's stun here. And we're still fine. All right, I'm going in, boys. Here we go. Can we live through it? We got one. Lily is keeping us alive really fucking well here. I'm jumping in on Falstad. You know what a good idea might be is just fucking ignoring them for a second. I'm trying to wait on my cooldowns, focusing Lily, jumping in on Lily hard, switching over to Falstad for the combo. We do land it, and he won't take it down. The barrel will get him out of here just by a little bit, but we can re-engage now. One more auto attack. Thank you, Sprint. Thank you, Sprint. You are so kind. God, fantastic saves from Lily there. We were generating our own shields with our ultimate up, but she saved us, man. She saved us really well. Oh, That felt good. That felt like the old Kerrigan being able to jump into a fight and just fuck things up. Falstad was focusing us pretty hard there too, and I was able to keep him at bay with the combos, with the pressure of the Q. The Q itself is dealing 500 damage now. That's a lot. I was thinking maybe in that minion wave I could have just hopped around. You know, during that fight, when it was a 2-on-3, I was thinking maybe in that minion wave I could have just hopped around and gotten a ton of health back, and then just kept on fighting. Like nothing was happening. Maybe that's a strategy. I don't know. This gives me hope though. So how'd we do? We were probably lowest on hero damage, let's be honest. We were probably lowest. We were not. Okay. I kept up with Illidan. You know, that's what you try to do. Now Illidan can be punished in the exact same ways. So the fact that Illidan was able to excel in that game means we should have also been able to excel in that game. And we did. Lunara did a ton of work. We basically steamrolled him the whole time. So I don't know if this was really an adequate test. But I feel good about it. It's promising. We can tweak it from here. We have the sustain and harass in the early game, siphoning impact and clean kill. We then go for more sustain, and this is sustaining our health and our mana. So we're getting this in the early game as well. The shields don't last crazy long, so you do have to constantly be hitting something, but that's a significant amount of sustain. We go for Maelstrom, again, for the sustain. We want these shields to keep us alive, and it's also going to be dealing AoE damage to everything. I went for Sprint, so if a fight wasn't going our way, I could disengage pretty hard. I went for Aggressive Defense because I wanted the shields I generate to really add up in the middle of a team fight, and it seems like they were pretty well. But again, remember, we don't have the talent at 13 to make these shields last a really long time. So going into a team fight is actually when we're at our weakest. So I do think it is important for Kerrigan to wait until crowd control has been used, wait until they're already focusing a target, and then go in and try to make something happen. And then Bolt of the Storm at level 20. This could be used offensively and defensively. Very, very flexible, as I'm sure you know, and yet again, another way of trying to keep Kerrigan alive. I think if the game is going really, really well, you could probably go for Omega Storm, which makes your ultimate deal more damage and generate more shields. That could also keep you alive quite well. That's promising. I feel good about that. I hope this is a sign of good things to come for Kerrigan. I am going to look up her win rate on HoTs really quick, because I don't feel like it's that high. Kerrigan is sitting at 47.4, so it's actually higher than I thought, and she's on a slight increase this patch for some reason. But by all means, she is not a popular character, only showing up in 6% of all the games played. And I remember when she was the queen of the Nexus. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, bye.